Whoa, Lewis! The title says armor free. This isn't armor free. No, it is armor free. And if the first few seconds of that didn't blow your mind as an avid armor free player, well, don't worry, there's some more stuff. Today I'm going to be talking about a brand new armor free mod, which just got announced back in December of 2018. There's been a bunch of videos, pictures, information, all of which I'm going to be sharing with you guys in today's video. But the TLDR of it all is it's a survival mod. The name of this is CYTECH Industries. It is led by a guy who actually made a video of one of his missions on many years ago called Dantronic. I reached out to him and got some exclusive pictures to show, so we're just going to be looking at everything and showing you guys why I'm really excited for this mod. In case you can't tell already, since I've already said it's a survival mod, but this is why people were a bit disappointed by Bohemia when they announced their new DayZ map. Because modders like this are making these amazingly modeled, animated, you'll see even more impressive stuff soon, sound design, everything about it is just, it's just amazing, especially with the constraints which Armor Free of course presents, with underground environments being very hard to do, due to the terrain not being diggable into, the lighting being full bright at daytime, which these underground environments are actually on a completely different map at nighttime, and there is going to be a above ground map as well. But I'll explain how all that stuff works in just a bit. So the theme for this mod is it is set in a post-World War III apocalyptic dystopian world. It is set in the year 2035, much like the main Armor Free game, and the plan is to have, like I said, two different terrains, the underground terrain and the overground terrain. The plan to make these two link up is through some really cool technology, which I haven't seen before, but I'm sure it's not hard to do, which is a server transfer script made by a guy called Killzone Kid. This allows someone to walk over to a certain area on the map, and it will then allow them to essentially just change to another server and be in X location with the same gear that we had on the above ground map. This might sound like a really stupid thing to do, but this is the thing I was talking about a second ago. I said I was going to talk about it later, I'm just talking about it right now. This is really the only way to do a really good looking underground environment in Arma. Say for example you've got a map which has above ground and below ground. When it turns daytime, the underground environment is just going to look completely terrible. So this underground environment right here, like I said, is constant nighttime. They have gone ahead and thought about things like FPS. You can see the object density is insanely high. So they do have things like a really low draw distance of just 200 meters, which will mean that the FPS can still be high. They can do things like extremely high object density, like I already said. You can see these reflections in this little pool. Just so many small details, particle effects everywhere, sound effects going everywhere. It might seem, like I said, a bit silly, but it kind of is a necessary evil to make this all come together and work. And in case you're wondering what the hell does the overground world look like, well, I will be showing you that later. But the main thing that made me first fall in love with this project a few months ago was this video you're watching right now, which we will get to a really cool part really soon. There is a new video which came out about a month ago, which I just seen a few days ago, and that's what really made me want to make this video. So we're going to be looking at that after this one as well. And if you do want to check out Dantronic's videos and all that stuff and join the Discord, maybe you've got some talent and you want to go help them make this project become a reality, I'll leave all the links to that in the description below. Quick side topic on this one, but I do think it's kind of important since Armor Free might be coming to the end of its shelf life. But they did recently make a dev blog saying essentially that they are now on data lock. They are not going to be updating the game anymore. There's not going to be any more DLCs other than perhaps some creator DLCs, which is a pretty good sign that Arma 4 might be coming out kind of soon. I mean, don't expect it too soon. I don't expect it before, let's say, like, I think 2021 is going to be the year. But still, it's good that finally we are maybe moving on from Armor Free, which does obviously have some really terrible issues with FPS, with desync and all that kind of stuff, which I think could be addressed and fixed with the new Infusion engine, which we of course have already deployed on DayZ. There is still some issues even with DayZ, such as the fact that we can't do underground environments like this still, because of the terrain not being sculptable, or sculptable, I don't know what the word is, who cares, in that way. Speaking of a really cool thing, this is a really cool thing. I'm just going to shut up and let it play. Maybe I'm just a sucker for cool doors, but who doesn't like cool doors, right? I just like doors. I collect doors. Someone hire this man. Or don't, maybe he's got a better job already, just does this in his spare time. We don't know, but he's clearly got some talent. Not that's a one-man army, as I've shown before, but yeah. The point with the whole Arma 4 thing is, just to let you guys know, because even I didn't see this actually until I think 2 days after it, someone ended up linking it to me, but, you know, although we might not really see this being released in Arma 3, I don't know what really the release date for this is. There's not a public release date right now as far as I can see. Maybe we'll see it in Arma 4, and there is still some really, really talented modders, you know, terrain creators, modelers, sound design, yada yada yada, in the Arma 3 community or just in the Arma community. So hopefully we can see that follow through onto Arma 4, and maybe it'll be, I mean, I sure hope it will be. It will probably be a better platform than Arma 3, right? There is still some things which aren't great, and Bohemia have made a shit ton of money from Arma 3 and DayZ. Not that they were exactly in poverty before that, but yeah, big things coming. It's just going to be a sweet, sweet while. And I can't wait to come back to this video in 2 years and be like, wow, what an idiot. I said it was coming out in 2021 and it didn't. I think it might. Back when they announced the Arma 3 beta in 2012, I believe it was only a few months after they announced Arma 3 being a thing, from what I recall, that the Arma 3 beta was released. So here's hoping, because it has been a long, long time. Arma 3 released, like I said, the beta in 2012, which was 7 years ago, for you guys who can't do maths out there. Anyway, we're getting completely off topic. This isn't about Arma. I mean, it is. It's a really cool mod. This is about a survival mod with underground and above ground stuff. Whoa. You guys know I love games that have got survival, have got interaction with other players, they're post-apocalyptic. Those are really the main things that I really like. Big open world, post-apocalyptic, survival, interaction. Yeah, I already pretty much listed them. And DayZ, although it has definitely improved throughout the years, it never really felt post-apocalyptic. The buildings didn't feel like they'd been there for a while abandoned. The zombies don't feel quite right. I'm not sure if there is actually a PvE threat in this. I don't think it's going to be zombies running around, but there's got to be something to do other than just running around and shooting other players, right? And we don't know about things like how many players there is going to be on the servers, but I don't know. I feel like there's just been so much effort put into this that, so I can't remember who it was talking to, but it said maybe the game mode will just be shit and you'll play it once. But I feel like there's been so much effort put into it, there's no way that these guys are just going to let it be wasted kind of thing. They're not going to make some shitty gameplay mod and just call it a day. They're going to keep trying to make something that works really well with these environments to really get their time's worth out of it kind of thing. There's even things like a lore and backstory, which you can see on the screen right now. We are going over to our second video now, which is the newer video, which you can tell it's newer. It's got things like earthquakes, particle effects, blood dripping, new models. It's really, really cool. So the plan is essentially that we are going to have a bunch of tunnels, caves, mines, sewer systems, and much more, or so they say. Even the above ground terrain will have some tunnels and bunkers, which will obviously lead you into these bigger underground terrains, but they aren't going to look anywhere near as good at daytime because they are going to be really, really bright, because it's still Arma 3. Even though it doesn't look like it, it definitely is Arma 3. You can kind of tell sometimes, hey, I'm still in Arma 3, but then all the times you're like, where am I? I don't know. And one of those times is right here. You could hear that noise in the background. You can see the flickering of light at the end of the tunnel. So much effort has been put into this in ways that honestly I didn't really think were even possible with Arma. The small details like the spinning lights, particle effects. I've never seen anyone go into so much detail and so much effort with any Arma 3 mod, even if it is purely focused on one thing. Whereas this one seems like it is trying to do quite a lot. You will see things like vehicles and all that kind of stuff later on in the video as well. Also, that's the video we just watched. Good video. Make sure to drop a like on it. After this video, we are going to go ahead and get into more of the, in quotations, exclusive stuff. If you are sucker for underground stuff like I am, then I think you'll already be sold on this whole thing, and you should go check out the Discord, like I said. Even if you're not interested in helping them out, I'm sure it would be nice to have some more support for this project. Right now, although we do have a decent amount of views on their few videos on Dantronic's channel, it is always nice to have a bunch of people in Discord, I'm sure, who are interested in your project, who are interested in all the hard work you've done. But to be honest, at this point, they've already done a shit ton of work with, I'm sure, very little motivation other than just wanting to make a project a reality. So, I guess it'll be fine either way. I'm just looking through all the pictures which I was sent for the outside stuff, and I didn't actually know it was this much screenshots on it. If you look on the Discord, I know I just mentioned it a second ago, I'm not trying to plug it, I'm not paid to say this or something, but I just see how much stuff is in there. There's some really, really cool looking stuff, which I will, like I said, show after this one. But I do want to show this one in its entirety, since it was the newest one and also the most impressive one. It was pretty much a man walking around a small environment, shitting himself every time there was an earthquake, but still, it's spooky, man. Look at that. What does it mean? It's also key cards, which it seems like you need to get, which we will also show later, which will allow you to access certain parts of the world. I really just don't know how this is supposed to work with multiplayer, because things like the sound effects, the earthquakes, the particle effects, all of this kind of stuff. This isn't real time, by the way. It's just a I'm sure you can tell it from the fact that the lights aren't moving. But yeah, this is just a model with some pictures on it. Although that would be pretty cool. Nah, it's not happening. Yeah, I don't know how it's supposed to work with multiplayer and all that stuff. It's just like, what is the actual game mode other than like a survival game mode? You know, and that's why I guess the worry did come from that guy who I was talking to earlier, who said maybe the game mode's just going to be shit, as impressive as this stuff is. I definitely have seen some really, really cool like assets before in ARMA, which just aren't really utilized in the proper way, which have made them kind of shit, even though the original asset was really, really impressive. In fact, we even had mods which have came and gone, just like the 2017 mod for ARMA 3 I made a video on a few years ago, which their map looked really, really good as well, and it ended up getting abandoned because ARMA 3, or Bohemia, made an update for ARMA 3, which essentially apparently broke a lot of the newer maps or something. So because they had to deal with that, and Bohemia weren't exactly too useful with that situation, I guess it's something which would have taken many, many hours to get the map back to its original state. They just kind of gave up, kind of understandably enough. So really, this is the last hope for an ARMA 3 survival mod. When you think about innovation, most of the innovation with ARMA did kind of come with ARMA 2, with ARMA 3 Epoch. ARMA 3 Exile didn't come, but ARMA 2 Epoch happened with ARMA 2, which is what kind of spurred ARMA 3 Exile and ARMA 3 Epoch. Exile for ARMA 3 was more popular than Epoch, but still, ARMA 3 Exile wouldn't have existed without ARMA 2 Epoch. You had ARMA 2 Battle Royale, which was always DayZ Battle Royale, which is now obviously a multi-billion-dollar game mode, you know, with Fortnite, PUBG, Apex Legends, all that kind of stuff. And then you've got things like roleplay mods, which also did start in ARMA 2. And then you've got the DayZ mod, which really started or spurred up the survival genre, the zombie survival genre, also in ARMA 2. When you think about what actually came out of ARMA 3 in terms of like an industry-defining mod, it just doesn't exist. But then I just named 3 massive things of ARMA 2, which is weird when you think about it, isn't it? You know, life mods, Battle Royale, and survival all came out of ARMA 2. So maybe this is it. It probably isn't, to be honest, because you really can't guess the, you know, genre-defining thing before it happens, because otherwise I'd be a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? It's just not that easy, but it would be cool for this to shake up ARMA 3 mod scene in a way which isn't just milsim. As weird as it is, I've never really been interested in the milsim part of ARMA 3. I've more so been interested in it as a platform, seeing what you can create with it, with the fact that it's big open worlds with lots of players. Like I've already said, I like that a lot. So I guess Dantronic and the rest of his team are kind of in a similar mindset, although I'm sure they don't play on live servers all day and RDM people like I do. Hee hee. I'm just kidding, I don't. But they are still interested in, you know, making it into a survival mod. Which, like I said, someone hire this man. Okay, there's a double texture on the corner of that right there. I've seen it flickering. That's okay though. I'll let it pass. It's beta or whatever. We'll be fine. I just want something to come out of ARMA 3 before it's over. We've been out for 7 years now, and seeing nothing. It's kind of sad. But don't worry, ARMA 4 is coming out soon, and maybe that'll bring the boost in population we've been craving for so long. You do even see the use of some ARMA 3 default assets here, such as those workbenches right there, the metal red thing to the right. I'm not sure exactly what is and isn't. I think right in front of metal pipes right there is an ARMA 3 asset. There's a lot of ARMA 3 assets actually in this room, but it being all made together for this effect, this see-through grated floor, really, really awesome. Oh, it's a dead body, bruh. What the fuck? Yeah, it's a shame the body isn't slightly swaying, but I guess that would require a bit more effort. But still, this, you know, gets the mood going. What happened here? We don't know. We're going to have to venture the outside world to find out. And why is there so many earthquakes? Where are we? Can you guys chill out? Post-apocalyptic life is hard. Anyway, that's it for the videos. Although there is 2 more videos, which I'm not going to show because I don't want to. We've already spent enough time talking about nothing. Let's go ahead, move to my desktop, and talk about the exteriors and some of the more smaller assets, smaller pieces to this overall project, like vehicles, weapons, etc. Yo, what's up? Welcome to my desktop. It's pretty organized. This part's going to be a bit harder to see because everything's going to be kind of small. So we'll go ahead and zoom in for you guys using our 2019 technology. Some of this stuff does actually remind me of a mod menu you guys will know from ARMA 2, which actually, I'm just going to tell you guys about this now quickly. But yeah, Namal's is coming to Daisy if you didn't know already. Taviana's not coming to Daisy, but this reminds me of Origins, right? If we go ahead and search Taviana for Origins, a lot of people don't seem to know about this. They're like, oh yeah, I hope Bohemia add Taviana today. No, they're not going to. So the guys who made the ARMA 2 Origin, or the ARMA 2 Taviana map, I forgot what his name is, to be honest, but I remember I was subscribed to like some Gamers Platoon thing or something on YouTube the other day, and that's they uploaded Taviana shit. Whatever, who cares? Point is, they're making their own game. I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of shit. This trailer right here is kind of old. I think I already made a video on it. No, I might not have shown this trailer before. I don't think I even have seen this trailer. No, maybe I have. I don't know. But yeah, it's on Unreal Engine 4. It just looks, it doesn't quite look right, but they're trying to make a survival game also on Unreal Engine on Taviana. So if you're interested in Taviana, that's where to go. But ARMA 3, there's a reason you don't see Taviana on DayZ standalone. They're not going to port over Taviana because they will DMCA it. And yeah, I swear I haven't seen this before. This looks really, it just looks weird, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, it doesn't look quite right. But yeah, I'll leave a link to this in the description below as well if you want to go check out that. But what was my point of that one? Oh yeah, Taviana's not happening, but this kind of looks like Origins. That was my point. But yeah, so if we go ahead and look at the Fred, which we posted on Bohemia, like I said, in December of 2018. You can see some screenshots are old, some screenshots are new. Some of them look really, really awesome. Some of them, like this one, obviously you can see the map is definitely, the outside map is in its early stages. Some of it is complete. I guess this is more so just, I mean, this is just for terrain, really. There's no objects there at all. You will see when I go through these, they do have a overall layout for their map right now. I've got more screenshots here as well. I'm not sure exactly if there's anything in specific I should be showing you guys, because there is just a lot of stuff to show. I am going to be missing some things, I'm sure, which are really impressive, and I'm also going to be showing some things which are definitely not finished. But as a whole, these guys are holding themselves to very high standards, and I'm sure most of these things are not going to be early access pieces of shit, and they will mostly be operational. But you see things like this, you know, clearly very early on environments. December 18th, this is when this was made, which is also when the Fred was made, so this is kind of old. You can see some of the more basic objects. This is the door, which we've seen earlier, which I love every single small part about it. Just like on the inside, like these things that go in and go click on the outside. This entire, you've seen it, whatever. I don't need to describe it. But yeah, you can see some pretty cool stuff. Look, right here, right? You can see different versions of the gun, kind of like a CSGO system. We've got battle scarred, we've got well worn, we've got minimal wear. Wait. Nope, that was factory new right there. My bad. We've got the actual underground objects right here. Pretty much anything that you can imagine, these guys can imagine, they're making it. You know what I mean? They ain't pussy fun. Holy shit, this goes on forever as well. Anyway, let's go and look at some of these bigger those screenshots right there I was just looking at. I haven't seen a lot of these before, though. But yeah, we've got this big bridge, which again reminds me of Taviana / Origins. We've got this POV from under a bridge, which again reminds me of that. They did say they are going to be using the trees and not the train, just for trees from Contact, the new DLC, so you can see that's what that looks like. I do also want to show you guys actually quickly on Dantronic's YouTube channel his newer videos, which are just such small, like, who thinks of this shit? An ice decal. And I was like, oh, decal. I was like, is this on Unreal? Nope, this is still ARMA. Like, who does this shit? Yeah, I'm not blaming him. It looks awesome. But like, who does it? You know, Dantronic does it. And these videos really don't get the recognition they deserve. Like, look at that. That's really not that many views. So hopefully we can give them a bit more attention. We've got this little pool right here, or puddle. If you guys are into puddles, I know I am. I've got this one. We've got the terrain again here with a little old crater kind of thing going on. We've got some wolves chasing this poor little man right here. Got the Origins vehicle. We've got this, some Cyrillic, so obviously it's in some Middle Eastern shit. We've got this map right here, which doesn't really remind me of any map in specific, to be honest. And I don't really know how exactly this ties in with like this screenshot. I mean, is this area over here? I'm not really sure. You can see this actually has maps laid down on it as well. I'm sure this terrain is a while through already. Making it a terrain for Arma 3 is probably one of the most extensive time. It takes a lot of time. Again, words not my forte. Except forte, I know what forte means. It means you're good at something, all right? Yeah. And then we've got these ones right here, which it says private. And I asked him if I could post them, and he said, yeah. So, yeah, just know I know it says private on it, but he said it's okay. So don't worry. We've got some vehicles right here. I did see some first-person POVs of these vehicles as well on the bridge. We've got Armored Vehicle Test, A3 Condon, kind of looking like some kind of hunter kind of thing. Very nice-looking vehicle. Like I said, these guys can do everything you can imagine. It's not like they're just making a nice-looking map. They're making, you know, UIs. They're making a map. They're making animated enemies, I guess, with the wolves. We've got the main menu, which honestly looks mediocre, but it's a test. I'm sure they were just testing the kind of cinematic rating of loading a mission when you launch Arma. You've seen this in a few Arma Free Life servers, I'm sure, before. We've got some backpacks, some of them worn, some of them not so much worn. We can go ahead and scroll through all of these, to be honest. I'm sure there is still some other stuff which we are not seeing. Bleed out timer. What mod had a bleed out timer? Was that Exile? I can't remember, but that's interesting. Eschaton private dev build. Is that what the map's called? Eschaton, maybe? I'm not sure. We've got, oh my god, look at that. Border wall test. Look at that. Holy shit. Admittedly, these are just Arma 3 objects right here. This is an Arma 3. This is Arma 3. But I don't know about this right here. We've got the UN flag right here, which is an Arma 3 asset. These right here are not Arma 3 assets. These are Arma 3 assets. It's weird. It looks really, really good, but at the same time, when you break it down, it's actually a pretty simple scene composition. You know what I mean? We can see he's getting shot right now. We don't know why. That's very sad. We've got a Dan zombie retexture. So there is zombies. Okay, I'm stupid. I actually remember seeing this. So there is zombies. Okay, I'm not sure if it's going to use you know, the current popular Arma 3 zombie one. What's it called? Ryan zombies or something? Ryan zombies? That's what's called, Ryan Zombies and Demons, right? Yeah. So that's that right there. I'm not sure if we're going to use this, and they're just going to retexture them. These zombies aren't too bad. They do walk through walls, though, which is a bit troublesome, but they are pretty decent. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. I guess we'll never know. But yeah, we've got the key card I was talking about earlier. ID card for locked area. Key card, locked ID card door. So you will be able to use that, which is such a small detail, but again, just cool being able to do that. We've got a loading screen, which reminds me a lot of what game, chat? I mean, not chat, YouTube viewers. That's right, Stalker. It looks like Stalker, in my opinion. These guys clearly are influenced by Stalker, even mentioning up here how the transfer script is much like the way Stalker handles it. So if you've probably played Stalker before, they're fans of post-apocalyptic worlds. When it says that, it just means because in Stalker you run to a certain zone, a certain area, and it teleports you to the next map. So yeah, I've got an armored Ural right here. We've just got so much stuff, like so much stuff. We've got the different variations here, being able to put the armor on and off, I guess, being able to upgrade it, much like in Taviana. We've got a few other vehicles right here, some of them looking a bit more simplistic than other ones, and we have the middle finger somehow while driving. I'm not sure if that's going to be, because there is the hand movement mod in Arma 3 right now, and that is only client side, so you can move your hands well on cars, but you can't see them unless you're a player. So I'm wondering, can you drive by and middle finger someone? Will this mod ever even be finished? I don't know, but I like looking at this shit. I've been spending like 2 hours in this video right now, just looking at pictures and videos, and I've already seen a lot of these pictures and videos, and it still looks fine, you know? So maybe it's a me issue. But I thought I'd share this one with you guys, let you know about it, and maybe you got something else to follow. Because in life, you need drive, you need something to look forward to. Okay, if you have nothing to look forward to, life ain't too good. So go ahead and look forward to CYTECH Industries, which also, it's funny that's called CYTECH because my name's Cy. Coincidence? I think not. This building right here, very reminiscent of course, what building? That's right, the Daisy Church. Except it looks bare. Well, not bare, but it looks different. You know. We've got windows, and I like that. You can't just compensate it. As much as I did enjoy doing that in that one video a long time ago. Let's go and scroll through these quickly. Anyway, don't want to spend too much time talking about a mod, which we have pretty much no idea what the fuck it is. Yeah, I guess now is a better time for now to wrap up the video then. There's probably some more stuff I could find on the Discord. In fact, I'm going to go and do that quickly while we wrap up this video. But yeah, go check out the mod for yourself in the description below if you do so desire. Dantronic and co, if you watch this video, which maybe you won't, maybe you will, keep up the good work. It's looking banging, mate. I'm very excited to see what comes out of this project. If anything, it does look really good right now. Some of the pictures just like, whoa. Some of them clearly need work. Wait, that's a modded armor-free asset. Is that a normal armor-free destruction model? Does that have a destruction model? That's the massive tower from like the just southeast of the airfield on Altus. Or is that modded? I don't even know. Maybe it's got a destruction model. Maybe that's it. But yeah, it looks post-apocalyptic. Why Bohemia couldn't do this with Daisy? I don't know. And I feel like hot take by the way here. Well, it's not really that hot. But I said this before. I think consoles are kind of making Daisy shit. Okay, and that might upset some console people. But the issue is, right? Daisy on consoles runs like shit. I've heard so many people. You go on the Daisy Twitter, and it's all people like, wow, this game runs like shit. We're getting 1 FPS. I've tried Daisy on console before. It runs really, really badly sometimes. Or sometimes it's just desync, you know, especially if you've got the old Xbox or the old PS4 instead of a PS4 Pro or the Xbox One X. And I think that's going to honestly influence Bohemia's future choices with DLC. Instead of making a really, really detailed map, because Daisy runs awesome on PC, again, like 200 FPS, even on my 1080 Ti, they're going to try to make things simple and run on PC, Xbox, and PS4. And that just kind of sucks. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think what I'm saying is that outlandish of a statement, but at the same time, I feel like it's something most people aren't thinking, right? You know what I mean? This new map, Livonia, we did see a Livonia to Shannara Plus comparison video or picture the other day on Reddit. In fact, I could find it quickly. Reddit, Livonia. There we go. Shannara versus Livonia, right there. Oh, never mind. It's not right there. Daisy, Livonia, Shannara Plus, Reddit. Let's see what I'll find right here. We should be able to find something. Map size. Yeah, I think it's this one right here, probably. Yeah, there it is. So it is a really big map, but it's just, it doesn't have much stuff in it. It's got even less stuff than Shannara. There's no big cities. There's no, like, really dense cities, and that's fine, I guess. But I just feel like this design choice was kind of spurred on by the fact that we need to worry about consoles to this degree. If they were not on consoles, they wouldn't have to worry about this at all. They would just say, yeah, fuck it. It's going to run a bit worse than Shannara, but Shannara already runs amazing on PC. It runs so good. I couldn't have ever dreamed the Daisy 0.6 patch was going to run as good as it did. Like, it runs like an absolute dream. I'm sure you guys can confirm this. You know, desync and stuff, not quite there right now, but the actual pure FPS is amazing, and that is something that Xbox and PS4 is suffering a lot with. Let's go ahead and search Daisy Xbox frame rate test. I'm actually curious to watch this video right here. Let's have a look. Maybe it wasn't that bad here. 30 FPS on the PS4 though. Is that PS4 Pro? PS4 Pro is, no, it's still hardly even 30 FPS. I've seen clips before where people are falling down like 10 FPS. This looks like it's in Berezino right now. The FPS is just, it's not great, especially even on a PS4 Pro, you know? Like 30 FPS right now, and it definitely does fall below that, I think, at some points, if I'm not mistaken. Well, whatever, this video is not about, this video is way too long. That's the issue, it's just way too long. I just want to see, does it fall below 30? One second, I'll find out. I'm doing some market research. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. It's weird how I searched, actually, Xbox Daisy FPS, and then I ended up getting a PS4 video, but whatever. If you go ahead and search it on Google, and then we'll look at Reddit, you can find just countless people saying poor frame rate on Xbox One X, people complaining about that. So, yeah, that's the good Xbox. Anyway, this video was not supposed to be about Daisy, it's not about ARMA 4, it's about this mod, but hopefully this gives you an update on everything that's happening in the magic world of open world survival games. I'm very excited to see what's going on. Dead Matter coming out 2020, it's now delayed too. It's been delayed like 4 times now, so that's great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the future of survival genre. I think something's going to happen eventually. But, you know, Daisy, we're going to keep doing stuff with that. But it does have some inherent issues that, of course, I listed before. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and all good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.